the economy collapsed. The U.S. helped to establish an economy that now heavily relies on aid. Data from the World Bank revealed that by 2020, aid accounted for nearly 43% of the GDP. The private sector made up a mere 3.5% of the economy, according to a report by the OECD in 2019, due to insecurity, political instability, inadequate infrastructure, and the difficult business environment. In October 2021, my colleague Daniel Han spent weeks traveling across the country and witnessed the suffering after years of war and sanctions. He met with Muhammad Hashim, a farmer who had no choice but to grow opium to feed his family.
Hashim owns a little over 5 acres of land where he cultivates opium. I do have other farms of pomegranate, potatoes and onions, but because the borders are closed, the whole yield has gone to waste. It cannot reach the international buyers. Grapes, potatoes, onions and pomegranates have been wasted. 1 kilogram of potato is selling for 50 rupees. With that money, we can't even buy fertilizers for the crops, which is for 10,000 rupees. But when I cultivate opium, the buyers come to my house to buy it in hard cash. We don't even have to go to the market to sell it. He says he makes around $10,000 a year from his field. During the times of foreign presence, Hashim's business was flourishing. The foreign forces personnel used to buy opium, hash and snuff and other drugs from the local farmers and paid hefty sums of money. The continuation of the drug trade threatens to deter foreign aid for Afghanistan, a vital source of revenue for the broken economy. Absolutely, we are against drugs, and the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan is trying to eradicate the production of narcotics. But it is only possible when the whole world helps us in empowering the farmers and providing them an alternative to earn their livelihood. Kabul, the group vowed to make Afghanistan a narcotics-free country.
Another consequence of America's attempt to force its democracy onto others is the massive human toll. The Cost of War project at Brown University estimates that more than 176,000 people were killed in the 20-year-long war. That includes over 46,000 Afghan civilians and 2,500 American soldiers. The real number of Afghan lives lost could be much higher due to disease, starvation, and other war-related factors.
Almost 3.5 months since a U.S. drone strike hit this house in Kabul. Devastated Romal Ahmadi lost 3 of his children as a result.
Since day one, the Americans said it was a mistake and apologized. They also said, we'll evacuate you from Afghanistan and we'll pay you compensation, but they haven't taken any steps yet. We repaired our house and replaced our windows so that our family members would feel comfortable coming back home. But upon returning home, they broke down in tears to the point where we had to relocate them elsewhere. They say they can't live in this house anymore. I dreamt of my cousin Haroon. He said they're happy where they are now. When the bomb was dropped, it destroyed everything. Everything was ruined.
In 2020, Afghan President Ashraf Ghani said 90% of the country's population were living on less than $2 a day.
With every war, the ruling military, industrialist, oligarchs enjoyed phenomenal growth of their wealth and influence, while young Americans, mostly underprivileged and poor, would sacrifice their lives in the sinister cycle of killing and getting killed. All in the name of the universal values of freedom, democracy, and human rights. In the United States, actually there is only one party that rules, the party of the rich and powerful.